In 2022, China sent over 1700 aircraft into Taiwan Air Defense Identification Zone. And this shows how China want Taiwan as a part of One China policy. Hello and good morning everyone. Today my lecture topic is one of the most burning topic of 2022 after Russia-Ukraine crisis. That is China and Taiwan tension. Friends, now let's the topic with brief history of the China and Taiwan. As we know, Taiwan is 160 kilometer off coast of most east south of the China, and it was administered by the imperial Qing dynasty. But in 1895, it was passed to the Japanese, and after defeating War of World War II, Japan passed back to the Chinese. And that time there were two party, communist and nationalist in the mainland of China. But after winning civil war by the communist, nationalist leader Chiang fled to the Taiwan in 1948 and set up a government in the Taiwan and being president by the 1971. But China never accepted the Taiwan as an independent country and always said that Taiwan is a province of China and waiting for reunification peacefully if possible, otherwise militarily. And USA is the major key player over this issue. USA accept the Chinese one China policy, but at the same time, USA provide lethal weapons and sold weapon as well as USA clearly said that we will give military support if there is any threat on the Taiwan democracy or human rights. Friends, now let's talk what are the importance of Taiwan for the China. Then biggest importance is Taiwan semiconductor manufacturing in company. Uh, it is the world biggest semiconductor producer. It hold 65% of the producing of chip of semiconductor, and China is mostly dependent on this, and so that China want Taiwan as a part of China. And now let's talk what are the importance of Taiwan for USA. Then there is two major importance. First is economic. Both have bilateral trade of 107 billion US dollar, and USA is very much dependent on the Taiwan semiconductor chips. Secondary, the strategic importance. Taiwan is a ally, very closest ally after the Japanese in the Indo-Pacific region, and they are very much strategically important in the sea of Chinese threat over the Indo-Pacific. Now let's talk what are the importance of Taiwan for the global. As we know, Taiwan is the world biggest semiconductor producer, and today uh, semiconductor is the new fuel as we compare to the globally. So if there will be any major threat on and major conflict will happen, then the complete global will suffer for the semiconductors. Now let's talk what are the India's and Taiwan relation in short. Both are celebrating the 25 years of relation, and both have cooperation in civil industries, in some other industries and civil aviation, trade, agriculture, and some other, but at not much high level. And in the recent time, India have also started approaching Taiwan and signed a bilateral trade agreement in 2018. Friends, now let's talk the India's approach that should happen. That should be India should be engaged more in Taiwan so that India can also overcome the Chinese influence in the in Indian Ocean region. As China engage in POK, so India should also engage over the with the China with the Taiwan and should deepen the relation. Friends, as we know, now let's talk about the my conclusion part. So as we know, the Hong Kong become in the fully in the China, and next target is Taiwan of the under the One China policy. Friends, today we should learn the consequences of the Russia and Ukraine crisis, and then China should move any next step, and Quad can play a better role in this issue of the China and Taiwan. Thank you.